Take a look at this. It doesn't fit.
Doesn't fit, too small.
Wrong size. I've got some good news. Last night, I got a call from the place that I got, Kesco called me, and the guy had my parts. And he was willing to bring them to the house, but I was out at the time, and where he was the place that I wanted him to deliver the damn parts to begin with 3 weeks ago. So I went there and met him, got the parts. Now we're going to put those parts on the machine. Interestingly enough, it was 2 days ago that we fixed this wheel, at least did a temporary fix so I could use it. And then it rained all day yesterday. Horrible, hardcore, saturating, heavy rains all day yesterday. It's a good thing. We need the rain, don't get me wrong. But I didn't get to use the machine. So now we've got a new wheel. We've got a plate to protect the wheel from the exhaust. So we're going to put all that stuff on and put this machine to work. For those of you that are new and don't know what happened, there's a serious engineering flaw with this machine. The exhaust right here blows directly in the path of the wheel and melts the wheels. So because of the fact the wheels get melted, I put these brackets in here so I could use it while I waited for them to get me the parts. So this is what we have. We have the wheel, replacement wheel, to obviously replace the damaged wheel. Then we have this plate that goes over the exhaust and protects the wheel from the exhaust. Pretty simple. The problem is I don't see any holes where I'm supposed to bolt this thing in. This is the extent of the instructions. It's a picture showing where to mount this bracket. And looking at this and then looking at the machine, there are no holes to actually mount this. And I'm starting to think that in order to mount this, I'm gonna have to take this thing half apart and drill some holes in it. But let's get the wheel off and get a look at what this thing looks like. Now we're gonna start with the easy thing. We're just gonna take this wheel off. Once I have the wheel off, I get a better look at this machine, and then I kind of figure out what my options are with this bracket. Take a look at this. It doesn't fit.
Doesn't fit, too small.
Wrong size. Someone tell me if I'm allowed to be frustrated now. This wheel is the wrong size.
Oh, wow.
Not only is the bearings are too big for the original shaft. All right, here's the original shaft. Bearings are too big, so this is about 1/4 of an inch off. All right. Then look at the different size of the wheel. The diameter of this wheel is at least 1 inch off. So I can't use this wheel. I cannot use this wheel. This is the wrong wheel. It will not work.
Why?
Will not work.
What did I say to you? They should give you a pair with you.
Look at the difference in the diameter.
Just one
These wheels are at least
one side.
1 inch. At least 1 inch.
And then it's
So
one side.
the bearings are the wrong size, so the shaft won't mount properly, and the wheel is the wrong diameter, so it's completely useless. I'm going to take a look at this mounting bracket, see if I can mount this bracket anyway. What we have here, right here, is a nut that mounts the bottom plate to the machine itself. And it looks like if I take that nut out, I can then put the plate, mount the plate to that. Now that appears to fit. Now unfortunately there aren't 2 holes here, there's only this one. And this bracket is not meant to go on this machine. Clearly it's not meant to. The wheel is the wrong size wheel. This bracket is not meant to go here because we should have 2 holes. We don't, we only have 1. and I'm not drilling holes into this machine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mount this on here, and that's going to be that, and then we're going to have to put the other wheel back on. I'm going to take some pictures showing the different size wheels and send them off to the guy and let him know it's not the right size wheel. And then he needs to figure out what we're going to do about that. This bracket will work. You know, one bolt will hold it. It's not, I just have to keep an eye on it, make sure we don't lose that nut. Because if that nut falls off, we're in big trouble.
A big trouble?
Yeah, so for now, that works. I'm going to put the old broken wheel back on this. We're going to put this machine to work. I need the damn machine. There seems to be a serious misunderstanding. These guys seem to think that I'm trying to get my money back or something, that I'm trying to, scam them for a return of my money. I don't want a return. I want this machine working. It's that simple. I want the machine to be working, and it's not working. And now I'm going to have to put the old wheel back on and hope and hope this all works until he can figure out what he's going to do, because that wheel is not the right wheel. As you can see, we mounted the bracket. Down here is where we mounted it. There is one bolt we can put there, but this hole here doesn't have a place to mount, and I'm not drilling holes into this.
No.
Alright, yeah, there's really no good way to do that. So we're just going to use it with one bracket. I have sent him a message showing him that the wheel is the wrong size. As you can clearly see, it's about an inch bigger in diameter. And for now, we're just going to use it like this. I did do the repairs that at least should keep the wheel functioning for, I don't know, a little while at least. Under normal circumstances, I'd be a little bit upset by this, but I would say, it's the way it goes. Things happen. The fact that I've been waiting 3 weeks for this to show up, and now when it shows up, it's the wrong damn part, is more than a little frustrating. I don't even know what to say. All right, the part that I was told I would get covered the muffler. In fact, it was a deflector plate that mounted to the engine. Didn't have this thing. According to the Echo service bulletin that they send out when they find a problem, like this one, they found a problem. They said, here, this is a problem. We sent you this part. Put this part over the muffler and you're good. Now, what Bearcat has told me, in fact, you know what, before we get there, let me show you the bulletin and show you what their solution was. And you'll see it's nothing like what we've got here. Now, that being said, what Bearcat tells me is that the only machines that have this issue are very old machines. So I have to wonder how old this machine is. The wheels that he gave me are the wheels that go on the newer machines that they have the commercials for. In fact, I may just get into this at some point, depending on what happens next, because I was told, oh, hell with it. In fact, let's get into it right now. After I made my rant video, they never called me. He left a comment on the video. Now, I pinned that comment on the video, so it's the very first comment. Everybody that goes on the video, looks at comments, is going to see his comment. And in that comment, he first off suggested I harass his people, which I never did. And secondly, said that the reason this thing broke was because I cantered the wheels. I shifted the machine so it was in what Echo calls the inline trimming mode. You know, Bearcat has a video showing how to use this machine, and I'm going to show the video of how they suggest to do this inline trimming thing.
Bearcat has the broadest selection of wheeled string trimmers on the market today. The economy model of the Easy Trim mower includes a manual off-center trim feature. By merely loosening the axle nut and moving the axle over in the slot, the trimmer head moves 2 inches further to the left. This lets you cut close to fences or landscape borders. We call this inline trimming.
Now, as you can see, that inline trimming is a feature to this machine. It is what it's designed to do. And for him to say that by me doing that, I'm responsible for the damage to this wheel, It's just wrong. He actually said that he researched this and that there's nothing wrong with this machine. There's no reason it should have this problem. There's no service bulletin from Bearcat saying that there's a problem. But according to Bearcat, they sent me the service bulletin. Bearcat sent me the service bulletin, I'll post it again, saying that they do have a fix for this. They knew it was a problem. So they definitely had knowledge of the problem, and they didn't fix it. Then, after that, in that comment, and I wish I had the comment in front of me, I should get my phone. I'm going to take this screenshot of the comment. I'm going to put it up here so you guys can read it, but I'm going to hit it. It says hardly justified. However, we're offering you two options. One, and this is the part, without harassment of our staff, let us know if the original location is workable for you to pick up those parts. Now, I already told them it was not workable for me, and they should have taken the parts to the exact same place that they have always taken the parts, the same place that I have been told from the day I bought this machine, that is where they would bring those parts. This is what I was told. When I bought this machine, I was concerned because they were way the hell out in Mandeville, and I don't live anywhere near there. And the guy said to me, well, we have an agreement with this place, and we take the parts there. You drop the machine off if it needs repair, if it needs work, you drop it off there. We'll pick it up, do the work, and drop it off there. Never did they say to me, oh, if you need parts, you're going to have to go either all the way into Kingston or way the hell out to Mandeville. They always said I would have to take it to this one location, which is reasonably close to me. Then he says, or two, send back the unit for a full refund. Now, this is what I think they think I'm trying to do. I think they think I'm trying to use the machine for what I wanted and then get them to take it back. Well, it's ridiculous. I've got 10 acres. I need this machine. I've been waiting for this machine for years, literally looking for this machine for years. I need this machine, and I need it to work for a long time. I don't need it for a couple days. I don't need it for a couple weeks. I need it for the next several years. A lawnmower does not work in that area. The grass is out of control. It doesn't work. I need this type of machine. So, I don't need the machine taken back. I need the damn machine to work. Then he says, and this is the part that is just not accurate. He says, after investigation, we also found that the series you purchased does not, all caps, does not have any issues pertaining to the wheel or exhaust, but found that because you cantered the axle, you positioned the wheel directly in front of the muffler, causing the meltdown. Now, you see what that says, okay? He's saying, you know what, there's nothing wrong with that machine. You did this. You moved those wheels, and it's not meant to be moved like that. But you've seen the video. It shows the wheel is designed to be moved like that. It's a feature. It's something they recommend in their own promotional videos. So that's the only response I got from them. Now, I did get several responses from a guy from Bearcat in the US, and he had different things to say. But one thing, mostly he was helpful. There was only one thing he said that really kind of bothered me, because he said that something to the effect, I don't have the email right here and I'm not going to look it up, but he basically said, I feel if you really wanted that machine, you would have had it fixed by now. That's what makes me think this guy at Casco thinks I'm trying to get out of paying for this machine, that I want to take the machine back and get a refund or something. It's not what I need. In fact, I need this machine. I actually really, really like this machine, and I'm very frustrated that this flaw was not fixed, because had they fixed this flaw, I would be very, very happy with this machine. I'm beyond frustrated that the damn machine doesn't work. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do anymore. And the fact that the guy has never contacted me personally to discuss this, and then he lies. I mean, he flat out lies. There's no other way to put it. He says, my machine does not have this problem, and I caused it. That's just not accurate, and I don't even know what else to say about it. Last night, I was coming home with the Shy when I picked her up from school and brought her back because of the weather, and we had one of her friends, and I got a call and the guy wanted to bring me the parts, so he was going to bring them to the house, which would have been nice had I been home, but I wasn't home. And I said to the guy, look, where are you? I'll meet you. And he was at the store that I was supposed to get the parts from to begin with. Now, unfortunately, this drama isn't over. I really wished it was. I want this machine. Tomorrow the guy's going to be here. We had no rain today, even though yesterday was real bad rain. No rain today, so tomorrow it should be good enough for us to work. So we're going to put this machine to work. So there we have it, guys. As much as I wish this drama was over and I had a machine that was working properly, not the case. I don't know what the plan is. I sent him a message. We'll keep you informed on what happens. This ends one more day in the saga of the machine. I wish I had better news. I really do. So we're done for now, guys. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow.